So welcome families and friends to Full Circle High School's 2020 virtual graduation. Thank you for being here with us. We would also like to thank and recognize school committee members, central administration, and Superintendent Mary Skipper for your continued support of our program. And lastly, thank you to everyone in the crowd streaming around Somerville for being here. In challenging times like these, it feels just right to come together as a community to celebrate these amazing young women and men. This is my favorite night of the year, and it will be a little different this year for obvious reasons, but what it isn't different is us celebrating the hard work and growth of these 16 students. Since this is a new format, Zoom, everyone will remain muted and students and presenters will be unmuted. As we are streaming, please be respectful in your participation in the comments and the chat. Thank you. So let's start with a slideshow recap of this past school year by Heather from the Somerville Media Center.
This is Mayor Joe, and I just want to congratulate the class of 2020 for your graduation. All that hard work and effort you put into reaching this important milestone is truly inspiring. I wish I could be there with all of you in person. This is our largest class ever, so there's reason for some serious pride and celebration here. Yet I'm excited for where each of you go from here. Your journeys are just beginning. So I want to encourage you all to continue to dream big and work hard to make those dreams come true. Make the next thing you do in life big, and make the next thing you do after that even bigger. I know you can do it. Your teachers and your staff have prepared you well for your next journey in life. Your family has been with you there all the way, and your community and I support you. We are all so proud of each and every one of you. Good luck.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I see you again.
We've come a long way,
yeah, we came a long way
from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I'll tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last
Don't let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. When we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of the night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home, talking on the telephone. And we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can Heather find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on.
That was great. And now I'd like to introduce Principal Margaret Green.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Somerville Media Center and Heather, for putting together that wonderful slideshow for us. And as Tim welcomed us all into tonight's graduation, we know we're under different circumstances. Early this year, we knew that graduation was going to look different because we were not able to get our usual spot at the Armory. We had no idea that graduation would be this different. But I am just as excited to be here tonight. Last week, we went out to each graduate's house and dropped off caps and gowns, and it was just so wonderful to see everyone. We miss you so much. I miss seeing your faces. In each bag that you got, I left a letter for each of you, and I want to read that letter tonight instead of my traditional graduation speech. Dear graduates, you've made it. Your graduation is finally here. This is a time filled with hope and excitement for what's to come, a remembrance of what was, and a reflection of all the successes and challenges that got you to this moment. Graduations are incredibly bittersweet in the most usual of times, but this is not a usual time. None of us could have predicted the situation we are currently in, and this isn't the graduation we had in mind for you, but it is the one that we will remember and talk about forever. There are so many conflicting emotions you may be feeling during this unprecedented time. I encourage you to talk with one another, connect virtually, and share your memories. Laugh, cry, Share your hopes for the future and your fears. It is okay to be upset, angry, or disappointed, but keep moving forward. Remember the positives. This is one chapter of your whole story, and I hope that when you look back on this time, you are proud of all you accomplished. You are ready for this next step in your lives. This is a historic graduating class, not just because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but also because this is the largest graduating class from Full Circle in over a decade. Some of you have been with us since your middle school days, others joined us more recently. However, no matter how long we've known each other, each of you has had an impact on the Full Circle and Next Wave communities. You have shown growth both academically and personally. I have no doubt you will continue to do great things. This year, we launched a new mission statement and a set of 5 core values: resilience, empathy, responsibility, collaboration, and excellence. A number of you were instrumental in this effort, and all of you exemplify these values. I hope that beyond graduation, you will continue to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth, that you will embrace each other's perspectives, you will continue to work on your goals and share your ideas with others. Above all, I hope you will always strive for excellence. One of the graduation requirements for Full Circle students is to complete a senior competency essay entitled, "What Full Circle Means to Me." This essay is a self-reflection of growth and a celebration of achievement. I encourage you all to look over your essays from time to time to remind yourselves of how much you accomplished in high school and to internalize that sense of excellence to keep moving forward. Graduates, ahead of you is college, work, a new set of opportunities and adventures. I am incredibly proud of you, and I know you are ready for this next step and the new set of challenges that await you. As you continue on your journey, choose to step up. Even if things don't go exactly the way you planned, they may actually turn out better than you could have imagined. And I want to end with a quote. I don't know the author of this quote, but it says, "Be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you've always imagined." Congratulations.
Thank you, Margaret. And now I would like to invite Virginia Roach to be unmuted to present the Ann Kelly Award.
Little technical difficulties. So it's my pleasure to present the Ann Kelly Memorial Award this year. I enjoy doing it. Ann Kelly was a parent of one of our students, Jeannie Kelly, who graduated in June of 1991. Ann was killed in a hit-and-run accident the year following her daughter's graduation. She played an active role in supporting our school and the community, as well as most functions inside the school. She was part of hearings at both the mayor's office, which at the time we were under before we were part of the summer school system, and then at school committee meetings in order to procure funding for our students in our school. We had created this award to honor the following of her many wonderful qualities: a respectful mind, a loving heart, a generous spirit, and an example to follow. Each year, staff selects a student who has best represented these qualities during their time at school. This year, I have the honor of announcing that 2 students have met these qualifications, and they are Everaldo Hernandez and William Santos.
Can I add real quick that both those names will be added to a plaque that hangs at Full Circle, and they'll be given awards that we hope to get to them as soon as possible.
Thanks, Margaret.
Thank you, Virginia, and congratulations to Everaldo and William. Now I would like to invite Maureen Robichaux to be unmuted to present the Joanne Armstrong and Andy Rosing scholarships.
Joanne Armstrong was a former counselor and coach at Next Wave and Full Circle who passed away 10 years ago this spring. She was tough, strong, and committed to the success of the students in our schools. There is a plaque in the main office with a picture of Joanne and the past recipients of her scholarship. The scholarship is given to a former Next Wave and Full Circle student who has continued with their higher education. For the graduates here tonight, please know that this award is available to you in the future while you pursue your higher education. The following is written on the plaque. This scholarship is given in memory of Joanne, a woman who showed strength, humor, and compassion. This award is presented to someone that has shown a willingness to take on challenges. The recipient of this year's scholarship lost his mom to cancer when he was 10 years old. He attended Next Wave as a 6th grader, went on to Full Circle, and then his last semester of high school, he went to Somerville High. This young man went on to college and attended school in Kansas for 2 years, and in this fall is headed to Tabor University in Arkansas, where he will play football and earn a degree in business management. We are proud of this young man and are glad to help him on his academic journey. And I just have to say, this young man is actually working tonight at a nursing home, so he couldn't be here. But this year's recipient of the Joanne Armstrong Scholarship is Christopher David. Andy Rosen was the clinical coordinator for Next Wave and Full Circle. Andy passed away in the fall of 2014 following a battle with brain cancer. Andy will always be remembered as a caring, understanding, and helpful human being. In his honor, friends and family have donated funds for a scholarship in Andy's name for the last 6 years. This year's recipient of the Andy Rosen Scholarship is Jenna Walsh.
Thank you, Maureen. Congratulations to Jenna and Christopher. Now I would like to invite Dan McCall to be unmuted and present some general scholarships. Everyone likes a little cash.
Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to present these 4 scholarships because, like Tim said, they're money that the students can use for college and life after graduation. So we'll start with the Rose Guanci Memorial Scholarship. Rose Guanci was a kind and hardworking person from a family new to the country. Rose had limited educational opportunities because of financial and family responsibilities. This scholarship is given by Rose's family so that a young person in a similar situation may be able to further their education. This year, the Rose Guanci Memorial Scholarship of $250 goes to Everaldo Hernandez. Second scholarship is the James and Carol Wilbanks Memorial Scholarship, which is a fund that was created in memory of James and Carol Wilbanks. James and Carol were very supportive, influential, and proud grandparents. This year, the scholarship goes to, and it's a scholarship for $500. It goes to Zachary DeRose. The next scholarship is the Somerville High School Scholarship Foundation Scholarship. The foundation was founded in 1990, and it's the superintendent of schools, the SHS principal, some current and former SHS administrators and teachers, some current and former government officials, and other graduates and citizens who care about Somerville High School students from both Somerville High School and Full Circle. The foundation's purpose, as stated in its bylaws, is to provide financial assistance to deserving graduates of Somerville High School and Full Circle in their full-time pursuit of higher education without regard to race, color, creed, age, or sex. And this year, the Somerville High School Scholarship Foundation is awarded to William Santos. It's a scholarship for $1,000. The final scholarship is in memory of John A. O'Mara. The scholarship is awarded by Joan Walsh and Fred O'Mara in memory of their son. John O'Mara died November 1st, 2006 after a long illness in Lexington, Kentucky. He's survived by his loving wife, Robin, and their 2 children, Ashley and Sean, and John's 2 sisters, Kathleen Brewer and Maureen Robichaud. John O'Meara received his BS and MS in plastic engineering from UMass Lowell and an MBA from Baker College in Michigan. This year, the scholarship in memory of John A. O'Meara is awarded to Jocelyn Scott, and it's a scholarship for $2,000. And congratulations to all the graduates and to the winners of those scholarships. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Dan. Now I think we're going to move on to the part of the evening that I personally love the most, and that's an opportunity to celebrate these 16 graduates. So I would like to invite Tom Serino to be unmuted and share some words.
The first graduate that I'd like to speak about is Kevin Rosales. Kevin came to Full Circle as a quiet student. He had some challenges with attendance and attending on time, but at Full Circle, everyone found Kevin to be respectful and kind. He made friends with many students. At Full Circle, Kevin did an exceptional work in personal finance and helped to build a shed for the tree lot that the school holds annually. Kevin participated in many activities, such as flag football and outdoor games, and was always willing to help with the school garden whenever we needed it. I've always enjoyed conversations that I've had with Kevin, especially during our council group, where I've learned more about him. Kevin was an integral part of Next Wave Full Circle community, and we are proud that of his efforts and his perseverance, which have led him to where he is today. And we'd just like to congratulate Kevin and give him the best of luck in the future.
Thank you, Tom. Now I would like to invite Liz to say a few words.
Hi, I'm first going to talk about Zaria. Zaria, you started at Next Wave 6 whole years ago, and it has been such an honor for me to know you and personally witness your amazing growth for almost all of that time. We have watched you find your voice and strengthen it in classes and as a big part of our school community. We have seen you build friendships and advocate for yourself with more and more confidence. I can barely remember the times when you wouldn't step foot in all school meetings, because now you're there with us all every time. While you've been at Full Circle, we've seen your art take on new forms and levels of creativity, from drawing and painting to self-sculpture and web design. And yes, I had to ask Lindsay to define self-sculpture and mixed media and paper craft so I could even keep up with you. It won't be the same without your morning hugs or your many gifts to staff with plentiful drawings, even if they were sometimes too scary for me. We have always been able to count on you to be in school every day, to do point sheets, and to try new things, like hiking and tubing in the snow. You have come so far and grown so much. We are so proud of the woman you have become and are still becoming, and we will miss you terribly. We know you will continue to grow and learn next year, and you deserve every bit of joy that your new journeys bring you. Congratulations. And you better come back and visit, especially when we can get all those wonderful hugs again. I wish I could see your face.
I tried to get her to show her video, Liz. It's not happening.
That's okay. Janetti, I'm hoping for your face too. Janetti, I'm so lucky to have had you as a counselee. It feels like you've been part of our community a lot longer than you were even a student here at Full Circle. When you came from Somerville High, your good friend Anna helped us form a strong relationship right from the start. You became a voice in our counseling group and our school almost immediately. Though we would have liked to see your face a little more often at times, you were always engaged in classes and our community with integrity, intelligence, and compassion. You also bring that confidence and maturity to our larger Somerville community through responsible debates and activism. You always cheered on your peers, whether through a quiet, kind word of encouragement or through beautifully loud soccer signs, which we saw in the slideshow, actually. Perfect. You are such a strong, empathetic leader, and I know you will continue to grow and use your voice in college and beyond. You encourage, support, and raise people up every day. Just don't forget to save some of that patience and love for yourself too. You are you are whole and worthy just as you are, and you cannot fail because perfection is never the goal. I know that you already are. I know that who you already are will keep shining through more and more brightly for everyone around you to see and learn from. We are so proud of you and your hard work. We can't wait to see the greatness you keep bringing to the world in the future. We will miss you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Liz. Now I would like to invite Nicole to be unmuted and say a few words about 3 graduates.
Am I unmuted? I guess I'm going to start with Zach. So Zach, in such a short period of time at Full Circle, you immediately made us all huge fans. You got involved in our community, in dual enrollment, in the basketball team, and it really made your 4 months feel like we knew you forever. It's your good sportsmanship award, I see. You're so genuine and so kind, and your presence at school really makes us better people. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to have met you and have you in my classes, because I feel like the way you view the world and the way we should treat each other is exactly what we all need right now. And I'm so proud of the work you put in, which was especially hard this semester, and especially hard in a brand new place. You're truly an example to follow. And I hope you really will become a teacher one day, because I think you could change a lot of lives. So I'm proud of you, Zach. Good job. And then I'll talk about Devin. I'll just keep going. So Devin, I have literally never known Next Wave Full Circle without you. In no small way did your presence make all of the difference, and I'm scared of what it's going to look like without you. You're simultaneously the most thoughtful and the funniest human that I know, and you've consistently made my days at work way more enjoyable. Not that they're not enjoyable, but I'll miss the Post-it notes you left on my desk from the stories you never fully appreciated. And I'll miss you distracting all of my lessons with your signature laugh. I'll miss eating breakfast, the most important meal of the day, with you every single day in the dark, and walking you back to class every single period throughout the day. You always put everyone else before yourself. So today I just want you to be proud of who you are and where you are. I'm proud to know you and your family, and I can't wait to hug you. And it's so weird because I don't know if I should just keep going, so I'm just going to keep going. Great. So, and Edwin, you've made such strides in the 5 years that I've known you. You've come out of your shell and shown us how funny, insightful, and authentic you are. Whenever I think I've figured you out, you do something or write something that surprises me and makes me appreciate you even more. You literally never, ever listened to me once, in class or otherwise. But you mostly always did the right thing, and you took advantage of every opportunity that you felt like. You're smart and you're capable and you're never stressed. You're such a huge part of our community that even though I'm happy for you, I'm so sad for us. I hope you find a job that doesn't require you to come in on Mondays and that you continue to share more of yourself with the world. I will always remember the stress and the anxiety and the absolute love I have for the triplets. So congratulations, Edwin.
Thank you, Nicole. Now I would like to invite David to be unmuted and share some nice words.
Hello, I have 3 counselees. The first one is Naftali Flores. Naftali came to us as a 10th grader, cell phone in hand. Nef had a bit of an up and down time of it at Full Circle, making gains and then struggling to meet class expectations. Through it all, we came to see Naftali's wonderful personality, his warmth and humor. As his counselor, Nef and I butted heads often. I could wallpaper a classroom with all the contracts I wrote for him. But always at the end, Nef would shake hands, smile, and thank me. Nef worked closely with Liz to help him work on issues that were keeping him back, as well as working very closely with Mary to make sure he got all his requirements in. I was reading the other day about Thomas Edison, called a troublemaker at school. They said he didn't listen to his teachers, but when he studied something that interested him, he soared. And I saw some of that in Naftali, already succeeding in his own business, a strong work ethic with an ability to hold down a job, and a vision of himself as a businessman. With great support from his mom, Naftali prepares to leave us as a high school graduate, which at the beginning of the year, he didn't think he could accomplish. I wish him the best and feel confident that he will see his dreams become a reality. Congratulations, Naftali. I would also like to speak about Anna Lima. Anna also came to us as a 10th grader, always polite, but a little distant in the beginning. Our early conversations were always the same. What do I have to do to get back to Somerville High? So we would set goals together and make some plans. And all the while, Anna became more comfortable at Full Circle, building strong relationships with many staff members. With such a great mind, and I'm pretty sure she's smarter than me, Anna started making progress and working on issues that had been holding her back. Anna and Liz did a great deal of work together, a big reason why Anna is now a graduate. Anna allowed us to see what a wonderful, kind person she is and what she can accomplish when she sets her mind to it. A strong self-advocate, Anna worked closely with Dan and Mary to complete courses and get her requirements done. Anna was also selected to work with Margaret and our partners, offering her perspective as we go through school redesign. I never had the pleasure of having Anna in class, but this is what I will remember about her. Her amazing smile and laugh, her toughness as she battles through difficulties, never quitting, facing challenges head on, and her kind and caring spirit. With the loving support of her family, I'm not sure what path Anna will choose.
Dave, you cut out there for the last sentence. I don't know. I don't think we can hear you right now. Tim, maybe we go and come back to Dave in a minute when his internet's doing better.
William jumped right into our community as he was a fixture
Never mind.
early Friday mornings as a crew member of the Early Riser Cafe, complete with chef hat and rat tail hairstyle. William also joined the basketball team back then. I had vivid memories of William dribbling right-handed down the sideline into a corner and losing the ball every time, driving Joel and me crazy. But every year, William improved so that he played varsity basketball at Somerville High School, as well as leading the Next Wave Full Circle basketball team to a championship this year, earning the MVP award along the way. William was also the first Full Circle student to earn the Greater Boston Basketball League scholarship, $500 scholarship, representing everything that's right about the league. In addition to basketball, William was also captain for the Somerville High soccer team, culminating in a successful career for Somerville High. These leadership skills that earned him the captain's title were on display at our school as well. William earned honor roll many times, played a large role as a student voice during school redesign with Margaret. William and staff as well went to visit schools in New York, offering his thoughts and opinions on how to shape our school. William worked to overcome issues that he found to be holding him back. He also found time to be part of the Feeding the Homeless crew on Fridays after school. The kindness that he displayed to those less fortunate during that times are things I'll never forget. I feel like it could go on for another 5 minutes discussing all the ways that William had a positive impact on our school community. Leading the way at the Capuano School Field Day comes to mind, as does his role on People's Rights Committee and his efforts out our Christmas tree lot. His willingness to chair all our school meetings. As William received tremendous support from his dad through the years, I know he will continue to get support from his family. William has made a lasting impact on our school. I would like to congratulate him on his success and wish him all the best for his future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Now it's my turn. I'm going to start with Peter. So in Peter's time at Full Circle, he did a lot, even if he tells you he didn't. If you know Peter, you know he is a man of the people. Traveling anywhere in Somerville with Peter, he is guaranteed to know at least one person, and it is not because Somerville is a small place. It is because Peter is one of the nicest, friendliest, and outgoing people you will meet. And one thing is for sure, he is definitely the loudest. With his confidence in meeting people, making them feel at ease, and generally lighting up any room he is in, came a lack of confidence in all things school. Peter came to us needing to make up credits and requirements, and he was up to the task, even if he dragged his feet or did not think that he could make it. Peter worked hard making up those credits in class, at summer school, and completing an online English class this year. There was nothing I looked forward to more during the COVID break was a text right around 9 o'clock in the morning from Peter saying, "Can you check my English?" Peter took advantage of many opportunities while at Full Circle. He climbed Mount Monadnock, was a major contributor, building the Christmas tree lot shed, shined working at the tree lot, was a key member of the Full Circle basketball team. He worked 2 days with Habitat for Humanity, building a house in Malden. And I'm not sure who knew more, Peter or Big Mike, the supervisor. Peter built a trebuchet in Dave's class. There was a picture of it during the slideshow. And I will never forget being down at Foss Park, watching Peter try and launch a variety of items that Dave brought from wherever Dave brought them from. But one thing I noticed was that Peter is resilient. He's a problem solver. And most of all, he wants to be successful. And he pretty much has fun doing anything. Peter loves many things. He loves anime and ramen, fishing, building something out of nothing, and loud and colorful clothing like me. Peter's a family man. He always has his loved ones in mind, whether it's during conversations in class, making something in the shop, or doing work around the house. Saw inside of Peter's house is a nice long list of housework on his fridge. I'd like to take this time to thank Peter's mother, Michelle. She's been a great role model for Peter. And Michelle Graves just came in. You got an A+ for Tom and I's class because of the home garden and class participation. So Peter, you set a goal and reached it. You did it with a sense of humor, a sense of determination, and a sense of pride. And I sense big things happening for you. Life is a lot like fishing, because if you don't catch a fish on a spin bait or a buzz bait, you, I know, will dig up a worm and catch an even bigger fish, because you are resilient, resourceful, and above all, you can do it. I'm going to go fire right up to Eric Salazar. Eric was a graduate of Next Wave, and when he came to us, I am actually not sure I'd ever heard him speak. Eric is a twin, but he is surely his own man. In the early days, you knew it was Eric because he had his blue backpack on. Hearing once, actually in the 4th grade, Eric and his brother switched places for the day. Eric worked hard from day one, being in school on time, staying all day, and earning honor roll his first 2 years at Full Circle. In the early days, Eric was successful with his silent efficiency, but as he grew into himself, his voice started to emerge. Teachers would always comment that they would love for Eric to participate more in class. As a result of Eric being in school on time, Eric and I spent a lot of time as the only 2 people in silent reading. During that time, we read The Hunger Games, but also during those times, I started to hear Eric's voice, and with that voice came confidence. Eric took advantage of Full Circle, climbed Mount Monadnock probably 6 times. If you've ever seen a Salazar climb, good luck trying to keep up with them. Eric volunteered his time Friday nights feeding the homeless, serving meals to those in need. Eric earned many level 4 trips and was a constant face at school events. The more Eric took advantage of, the more Eric found his voice. Eric worked for Groundworks as a member of the Green Team, and I remember following that summer, Eric had found his voice. He was a strong member of the Green Team, planning, presenting, and making Somerville a more beautiful place. The Green Team brought Eric to the Grand Canyon, and seeing a picture of Eric sitting on the edge of the Grand Canyon with a group of people he didn't know, I knew that Eric could do anything. His junior year was a little tough. That was his delinquent phase. He was late to school. He tested limits. That was true. But he worked for Groundworks. He was standing up in front of groups of college students and presented work that he was doing. He might have been late for school, but he had found his voice. You no longer need to strain to hear him. Eric has grown into a hardworking, fun-loving young man who would always stand up for what is right. The future is bright for Eric, and from that strong voice, I can't wait to hear about it. Eric Salazar, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'm going to end it with Jocelyn. So much to say about her. Jocelyn graduated from Next Wave, and truly my first memory of Jocelyn is picking her socks and sandals out of a video from something that happened at Foss Park. But that's okay, that was my first experience. Jocelyn has grown tremendously in her time with us, and from being her counselor, I have grown right along with her. I have never met such a strong young woman in my life, and I'm forever thankful for having met her, because boy, did I have to grow to deal with her. Jocelyn is a caring, loyal, resilient, fun-loving, artistic, smart, and possibly a little stubborn. Jocelyn works hard, cares deeply, and has a beautiful spirit. Jocelyn's high school career has had its ups and downs, but like I said, Jocelyn is resilient. What has never flickered was Jocelyn's passion for herself, her family, and the people she cares about. If you've ever seen her sing, dance, be mad, or spend time with her nephew, you know Jocelyn puts in her all. And all she wants is for the people around her to be taken care of. Throughout her time, Jocelyn might not have been in school every day, but most recently was busy making unbelievably delicious, health-conscious meals at Oath. But when she was in school, you knew it. Was it the singing in the hallway? Was it the always being in the hallway? Was it stopping in to see the teacher she loved? Was it the singing in the bathroom? Was it the talking on the phone in the bathroom? Whatever it was, Jocelyn had a place she belonged, and she truly used that support. I was in many meetings with Jocelyn and Mary Ann, and out of all the anger, tears, and unknown would always come this piece of wisdom, not from Mary Ann, she's got them, but not from her, and definitely not me, but from Jocelyn herself. Jocelyn always used to joke with us that she would love to come back and be a counselor in the footsteps of Mary Ann. I can't think of a better role for Jocelyn because she wants the best for those around her. And she will make sure that they get it. And I'm just lucky to have been around her. One of the biggest lessons I learned from Jocelyn was that if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I saw Jocelyn cut out dairy, go vegan, crush the gym late into the night after work. Why? To prove to myself that I could do it, she would say. Well, guess what, Jocelyn, you did it. And I cannot wait to see what the future has in store. One day soon, I might look into the process room and see you sitting in that staff chair without breaking the rule of not sitting in the staff chair. I have to scroll up now to see who's next. Hold on. Here we are.
Melissa.
So now I would like to invite Melissa to be unmuted to say some kind words as well.
I'm coming, Melissa. Hold on.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes, okay. All right, before I speak about Pedro, I just want to say this has been one of my absolute favorite graduating classes. I truly enjoyed working with each and every one of you. I'm so proud of you all. Pedro, graduations can be bittersweet. This one, I think in particular. On one hand, you're excited to be done, to see all your hard work pay off. On the other hand, it's a goodbye from a time and a place that I hope you will always look back on with fond memories. As your teacher and counselor, as your teacher and counselor, I've had the pleasure of watching you grow in ways you may not have even realized. You started out not really wanting to be in school, but once in the classroom, your dedication to your academics never went unnoticed. More often than not, you made the honor roll, which is something you should always be proud of. But for me, it was seeing you grow in other areas that would make me most proud. Having you in drama class where you and a bunch of other kids were typically the quiet kids, joined together to read the plays, that was one of those moments for me. Watching you push yourself this past year to participate in more activities outside the building, golf, class field trips, college visits, Habitat for Humanity, where you help build shelter for others in need. You even tried taking a college course, and regardless of how it worked out, you put yourself out there. And that's all I can hope that you continue to do. Push yourself to take that next step, even when the outcome is unknown. Remember, without the risk, there is no great reward. I think it's only right to also shout out your mom, who has always been so supportive, always at the meetings, always speaking so highly of you and what she knew you were capable of. Your journey hasn't always been easy, but you stuck with it, even when the end of your senior year started to feel like an episode of The Twilight Zone. I wish you the best of luck as you go into your future, one that I have no doubt will be bright. Congratulations.
Thank you, Melissa. Now I would like to invite Julia to say some words.
Got it. All right, I'm here today to talk about, oh my God, to talk about Jenna Walsh. I'm just seeing if she's, no, okay, she'll stay hidden, that's okay. So the first thing I knew about Jenna was that she was polite, but was only visiting and would definitely not be attending Full Circle. The next day, I learned that she had changed her mind and was never leaving, and that was that. Don't ever try to argue with Jenna and her mom. She started with us during the last few months of her sophomore year and then rocked her junior and senior years with us. Even in the face of great personal tragedy or struggle, she manages to remain kind, empathetic, and a great self-advocate who works hard to make and maintain relationships. Pretty impressive stuff. Jenna spent last year making friends and becoming a central member of our community. Her junior year, she got our counseling group to deck out a whole room Halloween style and sell carnations for Valentine's Day so we could go bowling. Very festive stuff. That was junior year. This year, she spent counseling group ganging up with Nicole to stop people laughing at some fantastic puns. So maybe, there's bad developments too. She and Nicole are both deeply philosophical thinkers, and it was always easy for me to guess which classes Jenna would want. This is probably because Jenna is a literary all-star. I saw less of her writing last year, but this year have had the chance to read some fantastic short stories. For one class she took with me, Science of Superheroes, she did extra research into genetic engineering to make an incredibly creepy dystopian future story that was probably like 10 or 15 pages longer than it needed to be, just for the joy of writing, and it was awesome. She's also a voracious reader and has been kind enough to lend me some books and give some recommendations, which doesn't happen a lot. I think I've returned those all before graduation. We'll check after. Jenna's plan is to start at Bunker Hill whenever that involves in-person classes again, story call, and then transfer to a 4-year school. But personally, while that sounds exciting and those will be huge milestones that I'm excited about, I'm a lot more excited for when she releases her first book. Good luck, Jenna, and please keep your kindness and empathy as you move forward, and do stay in touch.
Thank you, Julia. And now I would like to invite Tim to be unmuted and share some kind words.
Okay, we'll start with Justin. When Justin came to us last year, it was easy to see him as an irresponsible young man who skipped school and wouldn't listen to the wise people like me who knew what was best for him. After all, he rarely stayed the entire school day. He was the king of asking to go to the bathroom and then disappearing. I once got a text from him at 9 o'clock, an hour after school started, saying he'd been driving around looking for a parking spot for a half hour when he lives a 10-minute walk away from school. So I thought it was our job to teach him responsibility. I'm glad to say I have never been more wrong in my life. As I got to know him better, I learned that he is independent, responsible, and reliable. I realized that the problem is he is just working on his own goals, not the ones wise old me laid out for him. In other words, if I told him to do something, it was hit or miss. But when he told me that he was going to do something, I could take it to the bank. Last fall, I made a plan to get him to graduate this year, and he blew through it, missed his classes for things that he determined were more important. I thought graduation would not be possible for him, and I told him to plan on coming back next year. But he made his own plan for graduation, buckled down, buzzed through his online classes, stayed focused throughout this period on the many challenges, and he made it here. I'm so proud of him for making his own goals and succeeding on his own terms. Next year, I'll miss his early morning texts and my loop through the bathrooms of the school looking for where he's hiding, but I won't worry about him. He has everything he needs to succeed in the world: independence, responsibility, intelligence, and drive. Good luck, Justin, even though I know you will not need it. And go right on to Everaldo. Everaldo, in all my years at Full Circle, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anybody grow as much as he has. When he first came to us 4 years ago, he was a ball of anger and frustration. This is understandable because he had a lot to be angry about, and trying to go through a typical school day with limited English is extremely frustrating. But he came every day and never gave up, regardless of how frustrating school was. And as the months passed, something happened. He started to let his guard down. He stopped stomping up in the hall. He stopped stomping up and down the hallway and banging lockers. He worked tirelessly to improve his English and to settle into school. He allowed students and staff to get to know him, and I watched the staff get to know the Everaldo that I knew. And I watched Everaldo grow into the young man that he is today, universally loved by the entire school. Mostly, I watch his anger dissipate. We learned that Everaldo is responsible. In addition to going to school every day, he participated in the Bunker Hill program, took a college class this year. He entered the electrical vocational program. He was on People's Rights Committee for 3 years. He works tirelessly at the Christmas tree lot, always had at least one job, usually 2. in addition to his many family responsibilities, including taking care of his sister and helping out at home. We also learned that Everaldo is kind, compassionate, funny, and smart as a whip. He helped new students get settled in school, especially when the new students spoke limited English, as he did when he first came. He always has a nice word for his teachers, a warm smile toward his classmates, and a joke for whomever's hanging out in the office. To say that I'm proud of him is an understatement. While our role as a school is to help students be the best that they can be, he's made Full Circle a better place through his presence, and he's made me a better person for knowing him. As the Ann Kelly Award says, he is truly an example to follow. Congratulations, Everaldo. And
thank you very much, Tim. So now, I said that was my favorite part of the night, but I think that this part is the part that we all kind of wait for, and that is to hear from all of these great young women and men. So now would be a time if any graduates have anything that they would like to say. No pressure.
And I'm trying to unmute you guys. Anybody can start.
I could start if that's fine. I can't really read off of the thing that I actually wrote because I'm on my phone, but I don't know, it's been a really long journey, to say the least, and I really did find a family at Full Circle, a family I did not expect to find, and this is one of the biggest chapters of my life that is coming to an end, and I already can't wait to come back and visit. I still don't want it to be over, but I'm glad that it is to a certain extent. Yeah. Just thank you to everyone who helped me get here, especially Julia, Nicole, and Tim Dempsey. I've never had a bond with teachers the way I've had with them. And they really did change my whole perspective on learning and just how to view the world. And I'm never going to forget what they taught me.
Thanks, Jenna. Somebody else want to step up?
I don't want to, but I guess I will. Hello? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been here for a very long time, and I don't think I ever felt as much care as I felt being at the home from all the staff and all the teachers anywhere else before, and it really got me to get to this moment here right now. Look at this guy. And I went through a lot of stuff that was through it, and I love all you guys. And it's gonna be hard not being around you guys all the time, but I think you guys really gave me the skills that I need to proceed in my life after high school, and I'm so thankful for that. I appreciate all of you, especially my counselors, Lori and Tim, because you guys are just the freaking best, and I love you, and yeah, and thank you for being the best people that you could be and making me the best person that I can be, I guess. And that's it.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
Oh, dude. I didn't want to go.
Anybody else?
Harold?
Take it away, Peter.
Okay, I want to thank Tim. I want to thank Dave. I want to thank Liz, Maureen, Agnes, Jack, Margaret, literally everyone at Full Circle for helping me get through high school, because the way I thought I was going to end up was a low life, just literally running around on the streets, figuring out a way around life, not being able to have a successful life and figure out what I'm going to do in the future. But you guys made me change and think like, holy crap, I can actually be successful in life with the ideas that I have and things that I'm able to do. And I want to thank you all for that.
Thanks, Peter. Any other seniors? I see some text encouragements coming from teacher counselors. Zach, can I put you on the spot? You gotta unmute. There you go.
Wait, what's this about again?
No, then it's just an opportunity to say a couple words.
Oh, sorry, I was eating. Thank you to everybody at Full Circle for my short time there. I felt really comfortable really fast there. I mean, I definitely wasn't myself still when I was still there, but I felt more comfortable than like anywhere, especially at a new place. And I really did enjoy that. And I just want to say thank you to all the kids and the students, to all the students and the teachers for making me feel that way. So
Thanks, Zach.
you're welcome. Bye, buddy.
Bye. Janetti or Anna, you want to step in there? I lost her. Liz says you guys are going.
So, I was really against Full Circle in the beginning. Like, I didn't even want to be there at all. But it ended up growing on me. I ended up building, like, a really good relationship with literally, like, everybody. And I think I'm actually going to end up missing it. Every teacher always had, like, the best things to say to me. There was not a teacher that I didn't get along with. And you guys really helped me with everything in life. And I appreciate you all so much.
We'll miss you, Anna. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Janetti, you want to go?
I guess. I was barely there, but when I was, I want to say like thank you to everybody for constantly supporting me and like even texting me in the morning to go. It meant a lot because I'm gonna be real honest right now. I wasn't really in a good place while going to Full Circle, which is the reason I made the switch. But I'm so glad because I've met so many wonderful teachers that I didn't have at Somerville High. So just want to say thank you to all of you for helping me out all the time. I really didn't think I was gonna do it.
Thanks, Janae. All right, I'm gonna transition to Margaret, but if you have a last second you want to speak, please interrupt. All right. Where are you, Margaret? There you are.
All right. So, as you guys heard from the speeches, this is a remarkable graduating class from Full Circle. It's not just a number of 16; it's 16 students that have really helped shape us, and I would definitely say part of the heart and soul of our school. And surely, in whatever way we return to school in the fall, all of you are going to be deeply missed. At this time in the graduation ceremony is when we give out diplomas. Since we're not going to be giving out diplomas tonight, I do want to read to you what our diploma says. Next week on Wednesday the 10th, you are all invited to Dilboy Field starting at 3:30 in the afternoon to pick up your diplomas. But I'm going to read to you what the diploma says because I don't believe I'll have time to read them out to each of you. But it says, we, the community of Full Circle High School, are both honored and pleased to present to you this diploma, which signifies your successful completion of the required curriculum. Your ideas and contributions have been important to the growth of our school. You have shown determination and a commitment to the community that we hope you will carry throughout your lives. And I just want to say, graduates, congratulations. I am so incredibly proud of each of you. And I hope that you are able to come out next week on Wednesday so that we can actually give you the diplomas that you so deserve. So congratulations and congratulations to the class of 2020. And I would encourage people to give a round of applause.
Projects, a lot of reading. I was up late last night. Everyone's clapping.
Good job, everybody.
Sergeant, what's up, baby?
The graduation ceremony. In normal times, we would invite you all for cake. We do hope that in hopefully the not too far future that we can have you all and celebrate with you as a community that and come together as a community. But congratulations, everybody. Well done, and I will be in touch with more next week.
So proud of you guys.